guys, and welcome back to another Warframe video. Today it's another video yet again about a Kitgun, except this time it's one that I actually purchased with parts and built, and then eventually ranked the 3rd rank of the Solaris United Standing and actually gilded it. So if we see here, it has the Rattleguts chamber, the bash rack loader, and the haymaker grip. Now this isn't the best you can get. If you gild yourself or get the rank ups with the Solaris United a little bit more, you'll be able to get much better stats for what you can get for like magazine crit chance. But this is basically one that was mid tier. It's got good crits, 26% chance. It only has a 2.1 multiplier, but at least it's not less than 2, so that's still reasonably well. A very slow fire rate of 3.67. A large magazine is 67, a fast reload of 1.7, and then it's got the 15% status chance, which is enough. It's about the same as the crack kit. Now this is the other one that I showed in my other video, which caught 30,000 views or something, so that was pretty neat. But the interesting thing is it has a lot better accuracy, and you'll be able to see this automatic one. It has very low accuracy and much more recoil. This crack kit also has better crits, but not by too much. The crit chance maybe, but not really the crit damage. And then you notice, look at the fire rate difference. It goes from 2.5 to 3.67. Now there's an interesting thing I'm going to point out when I get out of this menu of why this crack kit is actually fairly good. Now you can see the status, marginal increase, and then but here is where the damage is actually bad. I lose slash and a little bit of puncture, but I gain a lot more damage. Now this crack hit hits like a truck. It's really good, but with this it's automatic, obviously, so it's going to be firing constantly. So when you hold down the trigger, it's going to be firing constantly. So I have essentially the same build as I'd have on there. 760 radiation, or corrosive, 200 radiation, almost 400 heat, and then a slew of IPS, but also a slash, which is nice. The interesting thing about this is look at my ammo. I have 700 spare ammo, and then when I hold it down, you can see it's actually fairly slow. However, the advantage, of course, is I don't have to click, I just have to hold down and aim. And as you can see right there, at this kind of range, you ain't going to be hitting too many heads, but it's still going to get body shots, and it's still pretty powerful. So you see, I have 700 ammo, and obviously with Carrier Prime, this is the reason why I'm doing this video so early, is because I am actually surprised that I have so much ammunition for this automatic. With the regular Tomb Finger, even with Carrier Prime, I only have 262 in the magazine, and if you remember, the fire rate wasn't that much faster than this. So, I mean, ultimately, it's far more ammo efficient, I would think, right? Because I have so much ammo in that other one compared to this one, with just a slight, decrease in the stats. And as usual, we're going to be doing a level 155 heavy gunner and napalm. Let's start with the napalm first, because this thing has an impact procs, and I saw Casillasab complain about this. I actually don't really mind headshots that much. Not as much as he does, especially with this one, because it's automatic. But you're just going to aim toward the head. Those heat procs actually kind of help, as you can see, because it's stunning him with heat instead of impact, for the most part. And as you can see, that was actually fairly decent for an automatic weapon. It took a little longer than, say, maybe a Dex Furus, actually, ironically enough, but the Dex Furus would use like 200 ammo in that period. So this is actually kind of ammo saving. That's why I chose these parts, because I wanted damage, but I didn't want the damage to be so low where it's a bullet hose where it can strip armor real fast, but then it does no damage and it uses too much ammo. Now the heavy gunner, obviously this is going to die even quicker than the napalm, because that lower ferrite armor. Boom. See, that's actually pretty good. And you think about my other one where I'm tapping the mouse button. I save a little bit more ammo, but at the same time, I still have 621. Obviously, I just wasted some with that, but 621 after 2 level 155s. So that's actually fairly decent. Now I'm going to test it against Corpus, obviously, because like I said in the last video, it'd be kind of dumb if I didn't test it against Corpus 2. Now here's the Corpus build. It's basically identical, but I swapped the corrosive and heat for viral and electricity. Viral for the text because it does 50% and it halves the health of all enemies. Radiation for robotics, obviously, and then a little extra for robotics with electricity at 381, and this will actually give us that stun. Just like the heat, the electricity will often happen more than the impact, so the impact procs won't actually happen as much. So that's actually kind of a good thing. And just like before, we're going to be doing level 155 Corpus Eximus, just because we want to bump up that level as much as possible. We're going to target the tech first. Boom. Very easy. Use even less ammo, obviously, because they don't even have armor. As you can see, that electric proc is happening more than the impact. Boom. And that was actually very significant, because if you remember from the last video, these anti-MOAs have an extremely large amount of shield. Either you have to use the gas procs, or you brute force them, which this gun does. It brute forces through that shield. And just checking over the parts again, you can get a better loader or a chamber, so you can do a little bit more damage, or you can decrease your damage a little bit just to bump up the fire rate. But I think this is at a comfortable level, especially when, again, you have that very large ammo pool. Now, I am a little bit worried that they're going to nerf this because, like I said, I do have less damage. I do have less crits, a little bit less status, very marginally less status. But the fire rate difference is not as significant as you would expect. But I still gain that huge ammo pool. So I'm worried that it would be nerfed. It might not be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Because having 700 spare ammo plus the 67 magazine with this kind of fire rate, that's a lot of firing in a mission. Like, something like this would be perfect for the Valis, because you're going to be, oh, it's open world, there's not much ammo. It's actually, surprisingly, there's actually less ammo in the Valis compared to the planes, because in the planes, the Grineer have those ammo recharge stations. The Valis doesn't have any of those. So, yeah. A little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but yeah, here's my review of an automatic Kitgun. So yeah, thanks for watching.